Have you ever wondered what is behind the series The Squid Game? What drives people to risk everything on bets that go beyond money? Or what all this has to do with South Korea? As you will see in this video, in the heart of South Korea, this phenomenon is not just television fiction, but a reality that reflects the problems of a society marked by corruption, social challenges, and a cultural richness that captivates millions around the world. Although perhaps one of the most striking and interesting realities for many tourists is to participate in some of their crazy parties, such as the Boryeong Mud Festival that you will soon know in more detail, where hundreds of men and women wallow every year, with very little clothing, participating in dances, races, and even in very sensual fights in pools of mud. In this new video of Uncensored World, we are going to help you to know the less-known part of South Korea, while discovering treasures such as K-pop, its best wonders, or its rich culinary secrets. South Korea is well known for its vibrant economy, cutting-edge technology, or the rise of thriller movies and series, K-pop music, or the K-beauty phenomenon, which makes its women are recognized as the most beautiful in Asia for the way they take care of their skin, unprecedented in the world. In this video, you will know all these details that make this enigmatic Asian country unique. But Korea also faces social challenges that have fueled the plot of some series and movies, as in The Squid Game. And we'll start here. As you will see, everything has a lot to do with the life of Koreans, because did you know that this country is one of the world's epicenters of underground gambling? It may come as a surprise, but it is. Surely that's why the director of Squid Game, in an attempt to tackle this deep-rooted problem, takes viewers into a seemingly surreal world where people bet their lives on childish games. But is there any truth behind this fiction? Well, yes, it all has to do with a somewhat dark part of this country. At the heart of it is corruption, a phenomenon that has plagued South Korea for decades. As the gap between rich and poor widened, many were pushed into illegal activities in search of a way out. The series, though fictionalized, sheds light on an uncomfortable reality. Corruption permeates all levels of South Korean society, from politics to business to everyday life. To understand it better, household debt in South Korea has risen sharply in recent years to over 100% of its GDP, which is the highest in Asia. With all this, the gap between rich and poor has increased tremendously, and a small percentage of the Korean population has more than the remaining 95%. South Koreans are also facing rising debt-to-income ratios and a recent rise in interest rates, which has left those who lack the resources to cope with unforeseen events, such as a sudden layoff or family illness, in an even more precarious situation. Families are going into debt to pay for housing and education costs, an essential expense for the middle classes, hoping to ensure their children go to college and have more opportunities. And all of this is leading many Koreans to turn to illicit gambling, or higher cost, but also higher risk lenders. This reality leaves many Koreans at the mercy of debt collectors, if any hardship makes them unable to face repayment. A reality that perfectly reflects the Squid Game, and that has a lot to do with one of the main problems in South Korea. Beyond the captivating narrative of The Squid Game, South Korea faces a number of social challenges that shape its cultural and economic landscape. Academic pressure, high cost of living, and competitive labor are just some of the realities South Koreans face in their daily lives. The pressure to succeed in a demanding educational system can be overwhelming for many young people, which, coupled with the issues we mentioned above, has led to alarming rates of stress and depression and serious mental health problems. As society moves towards a future driven by technology and innovation, it is also faced with the need to address the social and economic disparities that are the main problem of this beautiful country. Despite these challenges, South Korea is a country of fascinating contrasts, where tradition and modernity intertwine in surprising ways. From the gleaming skyscrapers of Seoul to ancient temples hidden in the mountains, every corner of this country offers a unique insight into its rich history and culture. One of the most iconic landmarks is the Gyeongbokgung Palace in Seoul, an architectural gem that served as a royal residence during the Joseon dynasty. With its majestic gates and lush gardens, this palace is a stunning reminder of the splendor of South Korea's past. Another must-see destination is Jeju Island, famous for its breathtaking volcanic landscapes and white sandy beaches. In addition to its natural beauty, Jeju is also a place of cultural significance, home to the statue of the Ladies of the Wind, who symbolize the strength and resilience of Korea's women. And what would a trip to South Korea be without sampling its unique cuisine? Korean food, with its unique flavors and rich culinary history, is a true feast for the senses. With a tradition dating back centuries, Korean cuisine has evolved over time, fusing regional and foreign influences to create distinctive dishes that reflect the country's identity and diversity. The origins of Korean cuisine lie in the agricultural and culinary practices of the ancient communities that inhabited the Korean peninsula. With a varied climate and diverse topography, Korea is blessed with an abundance of fresh and varied ingredients, which have formed the basis of its traditional diet. Rice, a staple crop in the region, as in much of the Asian continent, has been the mainstay of the Korean diet for millennia, serving as an essential accompaniment to almost every meal. Throughout its history, Korea has maintained a close relationship with its Asian neighbors, as well as with foreign powers such as China and Japan, resulting in significant cultural and culinary exchanges. These outside influences are reflected in the diversity of Korean cuisine, which has absorbed and adapted ingredients and cooking techniques from other cultures, which is why the food in these three countries is so similar, yet so different. From bulgogi, a marinated grilled meat dish, to kimchi, a spicy sauerkraut side dish, South Korean cuisine is a feast for the senses. You can't miss a street meal at Seoul's night markets, where you can sample a wide variety of traditional dishes at affordable prices. Another of the most fascinating features of Korean food is its regional diversity, which manifests itself in a variety of distinctive flavors and dishes that vary according to geographical location and local traditions. For example, the coastal region of Gangwon-do is famous for its fresh fish and seafood dishes, while Jeolla-do province is known as the bread basket of Korea due to its abundance of agricultural products, which is reflected in dishes such as bibimbap, a colorful mixture of rice, vegetables, and meat. Another unique quality of South Korea is its music, and within all of it there is one style that makes this country unique: the global phenomenon of K-pop. K-pop is much more than music. It is a cultural movement that has emerged from South Korea and conquered the world stage. With its catchy rhythms, catchy lyrics, and visually stunning aesthetics, K-pop offers a complete entertainment experience that captivates young and old alike. Groups such as BTS, Blackpink, and EXO have taken South Korean music to new heights, making it a cultural phenomenon that transcends borders. What started as a local phenomenon in South Korea has become a global movement that has conquered international stages. Surely the K-pop song that made this style known worldwide was the viral phenomenon of Gangnam Style, which brought this genre to an unprecedented level of global recognition. Gangnam Style was released in July 2012 by South Korean artist PSY. The song became a global phenomenon thanks to its catchy beat, iconic choreography with its charismatic singer, and its extravagant music video. It was the first video in YouTube history to reach 1 billion views and helped popularize K-pop worldwide. With sold-out concerts around the world, appearances on TV shows and social media, and millions of plays on streaming platforms, K-pop has proven its power to transcend borders and unite people from different cultures and countries. This taste for music and concerts also takes place in many of its most eye-catching festivals, such as the Mud Festival, where men and women frolic with very little clothing in mud pools, and enjoy activities like wrestling, slides, and obstacle courses, all while completely covered in mud for the best fun. The Boryeong Mud Festival in South Korea is one of the most sensual and fun-filled experiences of the Asian summer. This event, held every year in the coastal city of Boryeong, combines the thrill of water activities with the magic of mud, But not just any mud. It's loaded with minerals that are supposed to work wonders on the skin, and the hot summer atmosphere invites attendees to enjoy themselves to the fullest, with little clothing and an attitude of total freedom. During the festival, it is common to see people in bathing suits, bikinis, and light clothing, all covered in mud as they jump into pools, slide down slides, or just roll around in the mud with other participants. The sensation of fresh mud on the skin and the close contact between attendees creates an atmosphere that is as intense as it is playful. It is not uncommon for mud fights to be mixed, or even for women's or men's encounters to be organized, where mud and laughter are combined with physical closeness and play. The mud attraction is not limited to just wrestling, as there are also designated areas for spa treatments and group massages. Participants can relax while others apply mud to their bodies, transforming this ritual into a sensory experience that combines tactile pleasure and cosmetic benefits. It is a perfect time to let go and enjoy the softness of the mud, while others apply massages in an environment of beach and debauchery. Obstacle courses are another popular activity, and the sight of men and women running, jumping, and sliding their muddy bodies adds a touch of competition and fun. Here, the mix of mud, moving bodies, and the complicity of the audience creates a festive and vibrant atmosphere. It doesn't matter if the mud completely covers their bodies, as the idea is to enjoy without inhibitions and immerse themselves in the physical experience of the festival. As night falls, the stage lights come on and the music starts to play. The mud that still covers the attendees becomes a symbol of the experience, while many decide to stay with the same wet and muddy clothes to dance and celebrate. The concerts are a moment of connection and euphoria, where people meet with no other pretensions than to enjoy themselves, moving to the rhythm of the music and sharing that unique energy of having spent a day immersed in mud and games. The Boryeong Mud Festival is one of the most intense and sensual celebrations in South Korea. Between laughter, mud, and bare skin, those who visit it find an experience that goes far beyond a simple festival. It is an encounter with nature, the body, and freedom in an atmosphere of celebration and unbridled fun. At this point, we take this opportunity to ask you, would you participate in the Boryeong Mud Festival? Who would you like to wrestle with someone in a mud pool? It will be great to read you in the comments, so thank you. In addition to the famous Boryeong Mud Festival, South Korea offers many other equally amazing and adrenaline-filled festivals. For those looking for out-of-the-ordinary experiences, there are several events that defy logic and expectations. The most striking being the Hwacheon Ice Festival and the Jangsangpo Octopus Hunting Festival. These two stand out for their extreme character and for inviting participants to face extreme weather conditions and physical challenges rarely encountered elsewhere. At the Hwacheon Ice Festival, attendees face the intense experience of catching trout bare-handed through holes in a frozen river. All this while enduring sub-zero temperatures, making this activity a test of both physical endurance and bravery. It is not only the fishing that attracts the brave, but also the ice races and frozen river walks, which raise adrenaline levels in a frigid environment that many consider extreme. On the other hand, the Jangsangpo Octopus Hunting Festival takes adventure to another level by inviting participants to dive into cold water to catch octopuses with their hands. Dressed in swimsuits or lightweight wetsuits, attendees take to the water in search of these elusive animals, creating a chaotic and exciting scene. Wrestling an octopus in its natural environment and then showing it off as a trophy, or even eating it fresh, makes this festival one of the wildest and most unusual experiences you can have in South Korea. Apart from its festivals and traditions, it is important to know the reality of this country. Although South Korea has made significant progress in terms of democracy and economic development, the shadow of division is still present on the peninsula. The tense relationship with North Korea, marked by decades of hostility and intermittent conflict, remains one of the greatest challenges to regional security and geopolitical stability. Just as its pace has improved to make itself known around the world, so too have women and their rights seen a great change in recent years. The empowerment of women in South Korea has been one of the most powerful in Asian countries, with more and more women entering the workforce, holding leadership positions in companies, and actively participating in politics. This cultural shift has not only led to greater gender equality, but has also resulted in changes in societal expectations about marriage and family, making South Korea one of the most advanced countries in the world in terms of gender. More and more women in South Korea are choosing to prioritize their careers and personal independence over traditional gender norms in areas such as marriage and childbearing, opting to delay or even refrain from marriage and childbearing in pursuit of personal fulfillment. For single men interested in South Korean culture, this statistic may be especially relevant as it reflects an evolving society where women are seeking greater control over their lives and careers. Another little-known curiosity about South Korea is its obsession with skincare and the personal care industry, an obsession that has led the country to become one of the world leaders in beauty products and cosmetics. This phenomenon, known as K-beauty, has spread rapidly around the world, with Korean products such as face masks, moisturizers, and sunscreens gaining popularity among people of all ages and genders. One of the reasons behind this obsession with skincare in South Korea is its focus on prevention and maintaining a healthy, radiant complexion. Rather than focusing solely on covering imperfections, Korean culture promotes proactive skincare from a young age, with skincare routines that often include multiple steps and products specific to each need. In addition, the personal care industry in South Korea is known for its innovation and advanced technology. Korean cosmetics companies are constantly developing new products and formulations, using natural and scientifically proven ingredients to deliver effective and long-lasting results. K-beauty is not just about products, but also about rituals and self-care practices that have become an integral part of South Korean culture. For example, the use of face masks is a common practice in South Korea, and many people use them regularly as part of their skincare routine. K-beauty is a fascinating curiosity that reflects the importance South Korean society places on health and beauty, as well as its ability to lead global trends in the world of fashion and beauty. Another aspect to keep in mind if you visit South Korea are the problems with neighboring North Korea, a situation that has marked the political and social dynamics on the Korean peninsula for decades. The division between the two Koreas is one of the most enduring legacies of the Korean War, from 1950 to 1953, which ended with an armistice rather than a peace treaty, leaving the two nations technically at war to this day. The Korean peninsula is divided along the 38th parallel, with South Korea to the south and North Korea to the north. Since the signing of the armistice, the two Koreas have maintained a tense and often hostile relationship, characterized by military confrontations, provocations, and threats from both sides. One of the main points of contention between the two Koreas is North Korea's nuclear and missile program. Over the years, North Korea has conducted multiple nuclear and ballistic missile tests, defying international sanctions and increasing tension in the region. In addition, provocations and acts of aggression by North Korea, such as the sinking of a South Korean warship in 2010 and the shelling of a South Korean island in the same year, have heightened security concerns in South Korea and the region as a whole. Despite these challenges, South Korea has maintained a stance of dialogue and cooperation with North Korea, seeking peaceful solutions and eventual reunification of the peninsula. Because of all this, many North Korean citizens have sought to escape to South Korea in search of freedom and more opportunities. However, the escape process is extremely dangerous and risky, as those who are captured by North Korean authorities face severe consequences, which can include detention, torture, and even execution. In addition, once they arrive in South Korea, North Korean defectors often face challenges of adaptation and stigmatization, making them vulnerable to discrimination and persecution by extremist groups and sympathizers of the North Korean regime. Despite the challenges in the relationship with North Korea, South Korea is generally considered a safe destination to visit. The country has a well-developed tourism infrastructure and offers a wide range of cultural, natural, and gastronomic experiences for visitors. South Korean authorities are committed to the safety of tourists and take measures to ensure their well-being. Therefore, even though tensions exist in the region, travelers should not be afraid to visit South Korea and enjoy all that the country has to offer. Despite the social problems faced by its residents, violent crime and serious crime rates are considerably lower compared to many other neighboring countries, providing a safe and peaceful environment for tourists. Police presence is notable, and the cities are well lit and patrolled, providing an additional sense of security. In addition, the South Korean government has a strong commitment to public safety and takes proactive measures to prevent and combat crime. Policies and programs are implemented to promote citizen safety, such as community patrols, surveillance cameras, and public safety education programs. In terms of job opportunities and the future for those migrating to South Korea, the country offers a dynamic and prosperous job market with a wide range of career opportunities in various sectors, including technology, manufacturing, finance, education, and entertainment. South Korea is home to numerous multinational companies and leaders in technological innovation, such as Samsung, Hyundai, or LG, which creates a perfect environment for professional and personal growth. In addition, the South Korean government has implemented policies to encourage immigration and integration of foreign workers, offering support programs and services to ease their transition and adaptation to life in the country. In addition to all this, South Korea is known for its high-quality education system and its training and professional development opportunities, giving foreign workers the chance to improve their skills and advance their careers. With all this in mind, and despite social problems with gambling and lending, South Korea stands out as a safe and attractive destination, both in terms of public safety and in terms of cultural and employment opportunities for those who choose to migrate to the country. Its safe, prosperous, and welcoming environment makes it a desirable place to live, work, and visit. Even more so if you are passionate about K-pop or love its delicacies or the growing and ever-improving Korean cinema. As you've seen, South Korea is much more than the setting for an exciting TV drama. It is a vibrant and diverse country, full of contrasts and complexities that make it unique. From Uncensored World, we hope you liked knowing the most intriguing secrets and qualities of this beautiful country. And if so, you know that a like and your comment is the best way you have to help us. So tell us, what has caught your attention the most about South Korea, its dark side, its wonders and culture, the beauty fashion, or its constant problems with North Korea? Pause the video and leave us your comment. It's a great help for us and also helps others to know better the world around us. So, thank you. And thinking of mystery, did you know that in Singapore they can fine you for spitting, eating chewing gum, or flushing the toilet? That's right, and these are just some of the mysteries of the country known as the cleanest and one of the richest in the world. In this video, you will learn about this and other mysteries of Singapore. Don't miss it.